Every year, over 500 people disappear without a trace in the world's national parks. A chill-inducing fact, isn't it? These vast expanses of wilderness are not just home to the wonders of nature, but also, it seems, to the inexplicable. Supernatural elements, perhaps, or something far more sinister. The truth, as it often is, remains shrouded in mystery. Tonight, we delve into the mysterious tale of one such disappearance. Jane Doe, a vibrant young woman, decided to go on a solo camping trip. Little did she know it would be her last. Jane Doe was not your average 20-something. She was a woman of immense energy, bursting with a zest for life that was contagious. An adventurous spirit, she was always ready to explore the unseen, the untouched, and the unimaginable. This time, her wanderlust led her to a national park, a place of serene beauty, where the whispers of the wild echoed through the towering trees and the gentle rustle of leaves was the only music. Jane was drawn to the unspoiled wilderness, the sense of being one with nature. She planned her trip meticulously, marking trails on maps, packing essentials, and informing the park authorities of her journey. But as she stepped into the heart of the wilderness, she was stepping into an abyss, a void from which she would never return. Days turned into nights and nights into days. Jane's expected date of return came and went, but there was no sign of her. The park officials, alarmed by her absence, initiated a search. Volunteers combed through the dense forest and helicopters hovered over the vast expanse, but Jane remained elusive. However, the search was not entirely fruitless. In the depths of the forest, they found Jane's tent, eerily untouched. Her belongings were in place, her sleeping bag neatly rolled out as if she had just stepped out for a moment. But more unsettling was the half-eaten meal by the fire pit and her diary, lying open, the last entry unfinished. The clues were there, but they only deepened the mystery. The search continued for 2 gruesome weeks, each passing day adding a layer of dread to the chilling narrative. As the hope dwindled, the search was eventually called off. The forest, once a symphony of life, was now a haunting reminder of Jane's disappearance. The search was called off after 2 weeks, leaving behind only unanswered questions and a chilling silence. Months later, a hiker stumbled upon a diary, buried under a pile of leaves. It belonged to Jane Doe. The discovery sent a shiver through the community, bringing back the chilling echoes of Jane's disappearance. The diary was filled with daily entries, each more unsettling than the last. It painted a picture of a woman increasingly consumed by fear, hinting at the presence of something sinister in the woods. Jane wrote of strange noises in the night, of shadows that moved when they shouldn't, of the feeling of being watched. As the entries progressed, her handwriting became more frantic, the words desperate. The fear was palpable, seeping from each page, as if Jane's terror had been soaked into the very fibers of the book. The last entry was dated the day she disappeared, reading only, "It's watching me." A chilling conclusion to a haunting tale, leaving us with more questions than answers. Years have passed since Jane Doe's disappearance, but the questions remain. Theories abound, each more chilling than the last. Some claim she simply got lost, a tragic casualty of nature's indifference. Others, however, whisper of something more sinister. Could the supernatural have played a hand in her vanishing act? Consider the peculiar events surrounding Jane's case. The strange markings found near her last known location. The eerie silence that descended upon the search parties. The uncanny way her diary entries stopped mid-sentence, as if she'd been pulled away in the middle of her thoughts. It's enough to send shivers down the spine of even the most hardened skeptic. Jane's case isn't an isolated incident. There are others, too many to ignore. The hiker who vanished in the Rockies, leaving behind only a pair of boots. The camper who disappeared from his tent in the dead of night, his flashlight still glowing. Each one a chilling echo of Jane's story, each one shrouded in the same inexplicable mystery. These stories are more than just fodder for late-night horror podcasts. They're a reminder of the unknown dangers that lurk just beyond our comprehension. A reminder that even in our modern world there are things we cannot explain, cannot control, and sometimes cannot even see. As the sun sets on the national parks around the world, one can't help but wonder, what lurks in the shadows?